Hey man, first game on Madden 26, man. It's a post commentary, so it is what it is. I still got my face cam in there, but the audio messed up. And I was playing a cool dude, bro. And he was too cool for me to trash talk anyway. So we were just chilling, vibing, talking. It was Dallas Cowboys versus Pittsburgh Steelers. I gave some of my first impressions. Let me know how y'all feel about Madden 26. How y'all feel about it compared to college football 26. But this is my very first game, and yeah, enjoy it. Man, so we got a post commentary here for Man 26, my very first game. I was the Dallas Cowboys, and it's crazy that it had to be post com because the dude I was playing was actually pretty cool. He was a Steelers fan. So Cowboys versus Steelers, both of us were the fans of the teams that we played with. And it was actually a fun game. I'm getting my first impressions. Me personally, I was excited to play with the Cowboys this year. And I just wanted to play with the Cowboys this year because I know we was gonna have speed. We just got George Pickens. We still got Dak, CD, Parsons for the right now until he gets traded or whatever going on with him. But I also like Diggs and Bland and I think Siobhan Revel and it's just Kyer Elam. I can go on and on for my 3-3-5 penny. So I got good 3-3-5 penny players. I have good wide receivers. I have a fast running back in Jaden Blue. So it's just fun. I was trying out spread, double, close, weak, one of them that I was the same thing I was using in college football 25. And for this is my first game and my first drive, I feel like it was actually going pretty solid. I'm pretty much having the ball for the whole game, giving the ball to Jaden Blue. This was a great run right here. I ain't gonna even lie. But it was just me trying to be methodical, trying to be safe with the ball, trying to have good patience. That was just a good pocket presence by Dak, good route by Pickens. So we pick up that. And the drive is just still going. I had the ball the whole first quarter. Got rid of the ball there because I ain't gonna lie, TJ Watt is an absolute animal. Let me know how y'all feel about the pass rush on this game because I don't know how I feel about the pass rush because this is the ultimate Sin 3 game, man, because I was playing one of my partners and he was just seeing three. Everybody else was in coverage, but six or five or whatever couldn't block three in some instances. They just stand there if they don't have a man to block. So don't nobody ever picks up. But it is what it is. Right there, I should have definitely had that pick, man. But he got lucky. I was just playing around with some of the zone stuff, the switch stick. I don't even know how like this. I don't know if the switch stick is random. I'm not even sure if I like it, but I was trying to play around with the switch stick because it's kind of like I know who I want to go to, and there right there, that was a perfect switch stick while I'm talking about switch sticking. But I feel like that was a perfect switch stick, and I want to do more of that. I feel like that's gonna take my defense to a whole nother level because defense is pretty tough just in general on Madden, even especially college football. But I feel like if I can up my user when it comes to switch sticking, I'll be all right. Jaden Blue here, I think that's gonna definitely be my running back when I play with the Cowboys because he has some pretty solid speed, and I don't like nobody else. That was just a dot. George Pickens on the end route. So for the touchdown. So I'm up 14-0. I'm feeling pretty good for this being my first game. I'm getting good pressure on him. I'm making him think, but he ends up getting the first down here. I have noticed that, well, y'all go see, but Calvin Austin was absolutely cooking Deron Bland, which is crazy because Deron Bland's like the third best player on my defense. But you know, it is what it is. I'm trying to see when is it start. Did I was it here? Because on one of these plays, no, that's DK. But all I know is I'm just trying to do my best to just keep the ball in front of me, not give up the big play. And if he scores, he's gonna have to earn everything. So he's taking a lot of his check downs and staying underneath because I'm like, man, no big super chunk plays. Because when I'm playing Madden or when I'm playing college football, I'm just trying not to give up the big play. So if I could not give up the big play, then I'm happy with my defense if I force you to make a complete drive. Right here, he just found DK on a good route. I did a pretty good job on DK this first half, in my opinion, even though I had the ball most of the half. But you get what I'm saying. Right here, he gets the ball to start the second half. Only down 7 now, so it's not just as insurmountable as I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna blow this dude out. This was just some bullshit, man. Like, I feel like I should have batted there with Donovan Wilson, but and there goes Calvin Austin. Calvin Austin, that was on one of those occasions that he cooked DeRon Bland, and it seems like he's kind of getting some momentum now, and as he's rushing with Warren. And right here, this was just some bullshit to me. Pat Freiermuth just like, what was that? But we back on offense. Now it's an actual game. It's 14-14. I should have threw that so much sooner. That's just first game stuff right there, because I had Pickens wide open on that screen. Right here was just a complete just brain fart. I don't know why. I just don't know why. I threw it to double coverage when I should just threw the ball away. And I'm starting to just make stupid mistakes. And yeah, it's getting pretty hectic around here because it's 14-14. My opponent has the ball. He's driving down the field. He's getting good rhythm with Calvin Austin, and then I just give up a just crazy up the middle, up the gut touchdown to Warren. So I'm back on offense. I need a drive. CD's been good for me all game, so I hit him on that out route. And I went from up 14-0 to now I'm down 7. I gave up 21-0, a 21-0 run. I found Jake Ferguson here, but he has no get up. Bro could not get out, but he hangs onto the football and he falls forward. But yeah, that's the one thing. That's the one place where the Cowboys don't have speed. I felt like I could have hit a triangle earlier, but then I wanted him wide open, and that's what kind of ruined it for me. Right there, I tried to get to Ferguson. I didn't even try to possession catch, or maybe I did, but I ended up going back to him anyway for the touchdown. So now my opponent has the ball. It's 21-21, fourth quarter, 46 seconds left, and he throws an absolute laser to me. So we get the ball back, 43 seconds. And we're just going to try to drive here. I get the ball to Jaden Blue, who's actually a pretty good receiving back too. I think he got like 75 catching. And I'm actually interested in real life to see how Jaden Blue plays, because we need something in that run game. I'm so excited to watch the Cowboys tomorrow on Saturday, because we play the Rams, and I just want to see our young guys. I want to see what it's looking like, because of course Dak's not playing, but we get to see Milton, we get to see Jaden Blue. Yeah, that's pretty much who I'm excited to see. So, Revel, but we hit Jake Ferguson here. 4th and 8, try to make this manageable, and I just absolutely just shanked it. Shanked it with Brandon Aubrey because it went slow, then it went, I don't know. I just kind of shanked it. 11 seconds, damn near midfield. He goes for the ball, throws another interception. Another thing about the Cowboys defense, they can catch. Like, Trayvon Diggs can catch, DeRon Bland can catch. So you have to be careful when you throw the ball on the Cowboys, because they have DBs with really good catching. And right here, I hear Jake Ferguson over the middle. He's becoming one of my favorite targets. And right here, I threw it inside to Jaden Blue again. And I'm driving down the field in overtime, because it's like, man. And right here, I went back to Ferguson over the middle. This concept, it seems like it's hard for him to stop. I thought I would have had Jaden Blue on that angle route, but it's not. And one thing about the angle routes in college football, they stop. I like that at least in Madden, these angle routes are steady going. I tried to go back to that pick and screen that was open at one play early in the game. It wasn't open this time. TJ Watt was right there. I ended up going for it instead of kicking my field goal, which now, because the overtime rules is so what's the word for it? They kind of confusing because it seems like they add in some overtime stuff every year. So I kind of was confused. I was like, if I should have went for three, or I don't know, or I should just kick my three. But yeah, he got the ball, and it's 2nd and 9. He finds Pat Fryer move for a big game, and now I'm getting a little nervous. I'm like, he's driving, he's close to midfield, because I think all he would need is 3 points. I'm just not sure with the overtime rules. I think it's the same as the playoffs, and that was a good breakup right there by Bland. And right here, I'm just trying to. I don't know what I'm trying to do. As Calvin Austin cooks Bland once again, I really don't know what I'm trying to do here, just to be honest with you. And he throws the ball, and like I said, Trayvon Diggs, all these dudes have really good catching in terms of for defensive players. So you have to be careful with the ball when you playing the Cowboys. And right here, I tried to Boston Tom, but man, TJ Watt is just whew, as I hit Ferguson for a nice little 6-yard gain there. And right here, I'm just gonna try to run and get it with Dak, and I just couldn't get it. 4th and inches, and I'm like, man, if I can't get inches with Dak, pretty solid size quarterback, then I don't need to play. So I don't need to win. But it seems like we got the ball. I mean, we got the first, and then I should have hit Jaden Blue right there on that first down, but whatever. So I decided to go back to him. It wasn't open this time. And that's one thing I need to stop doing. If something's not, so if something's open the first time, if I don't need to go back to it and just deadlock on the guy that was open because he might not be open again. As we get the angle route to Jaden Blue, I was just, I don't know. This seemed like a pretty solid offense, but I don't know. I done played my partner twice and he kicked my ass twice using the same setup. So I don't know what's going on. I'm going to experiment with some playbooks. I'll probably go experiment with Broncos playbook. I think I'm in the, I don't even know what playbook I'm in on this one, but this time we kick it with Brandon Aubrey. I think it was a 50-yarder, and we get it. So we win the game. Shout out to bro. He was actually cool, but the audio was a little messed up. That's why I didn't do live commentary. As you see, I recorded it, face cams in there and all that, as we look at some of the stats. But yeah, how y'all feeling about Madden 26? Let me know.